Good afternoon, it's Saturday afternoon today and we are going to do another Journal With Me video. This week I wanted to share with you how I set up some weekly spreads. Now I'm actually a little bit behind schedule this week. I haven't yet set up a weekly spread for the week I'm currently on, even though it's Saturday. This is very unlike me. So we've got that one to catch up on, and then we've got another one to do for next week in preparation. So let's try and be a bit more organised for next week. So my plan is to do quite a conventional weekly spread, show you all the different kind of elements that you could potentially include, and then how I often incorporate them into my spreads. And then for next week, if we've got time, we might do something a little bit more playful and creative. So let's get cracking. I'm going to write a little list first of all the things that I'd like to show you that I could include in a traditional weekly spread. Firstly, the schedule, which is going to have Monday to Friday, everything that's kind of in my diary that I've got planned for the week. Secondly, a to-do list. Now I tend to do this as like a rolling to-do list at the edge. Some people put it on their day-to-day calendars in the schedule, but I find I have so many things to do and I often don't know when I'm going to get around to doing them, so I put it in a separate list. A habit tracker. Some people use these, some people don't. I fall in and out of love with them. Kind of depends on my time of year, how busy I am, what I've got going on. But they're really good for promoting a healthy lifestyle, or just kind of encouraging you to pursue all the things that you want to try and fit into a week. So let's try and incorporate one of those into my weekly spread. I usually include a lot of stickers, washi tape and doodles just to make it look bright and colourful and fun. Now, old school journalers will say that my journal is not a proper journal unless it incorporates some self-reflection, some writing. So this week, let's also try and put aside some space to write some notes. So these are all the things I want to include in my weekly spread. So first thing I'm going to do is mark out some boxes to incorporate everything in using a pencil. I like to use boxes just to keep it all very uniformed if I'm doing a quite traditional spread like this. I just realised I forgot one section. I nearly always include an overview of the monthly calendar, just to show what week we're in, where our dates are sitting in the month as well. So let's make sure not to forget that too. Got this like beautiful shadow on my page right now from my flowers. Don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's so pretty. I've just marked it out with three squares per row, but I actually might see if I can do 4 of what that looks like. That takes up a bit more of the page. I think I'm going to do that. Gives me a bit more space. So now we've got a square for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What I might just quickly do is add another row here so that I can write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in and differentiate the boxes. So there we go. Now, what I quite like to do is kind of keep the page really balanced. So now that I've got a long box on this side, maybe I'll do sort of two smaller boxes on this side that equal up the length of this, just to keep it looking really, yeah, as I say, really balanced and really neat. So let's start the boxes the same distance from the spine as this box is. So we've got 3 squares. So it starts here and it'll end down here. So maybe this is where we'll do our to-do list and our notes box. I've also left this section here on the side, so I'm just wondering whether to leave that same section on the side for some kind of border. But then I also need room for a habit tracker and a calendar, which I think I might do on this side either. So maybe we'll just have one illustrated or something down here. So yeah, let's just stick with this for now. I think for the sake of keeping it even, I will just come up with 5 habits to include here, so that it's the same size as the calendar above. Then, okay, this works, and then I can have my notes box like this. I'm being quite precious about this because I really want to show you like a very classic example of a really decent, neat setup. So normally I wouldn't be so slow as this on a weekly spread, certainly not at this stage. So now I want to just check back to my list. We've included a schedule, a to-do list, a habit tracker, a notes section and a calendar. So the last thing to do is all of the fun little bits. So firstly I'm going to go over all those pencils that I've just drawn, all those lines that I've just drawn in pencil in pen, so we've got a lovely canvas to work on for all of our fun adding all of our colours. I'm just going to let those dry before I do the vertical arrows. I mean lines. What is with my brain today? It's very hot, maybe that's why. I'm feeling a bit frazzled. So I've just realised something. It's okay because the mistake hasn't happened in pen yet, but I haven't really left enough space for the habits there like I talked about. So I'm just going to shift over this box by a couple of squares and then we can extend the notes box out as well. There, but we rectify. I don't think anyone will notice. And then just put down below we're going to do the habit tracker. So let's start it maybe here, so that we can then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, so we'll start it. So I've accidentally spread them out too much, but that's okay. We'll just have to live with that. It's my fault for being lazy and not doing it in pencil first. So I'm just going to put out a circle for each day of the week. And then over here I'm just going to draw a little symbol for whatever habit it is I want to track. So for example, I'm trying to eat quite mindfully at the moment, so let's draw a little bit of cutlery to represent that. I'm trying to do more exercise, so I usually draw a little dumbbell. I want to track when I'm finding time to do some artwork, so we'll draw a little paint palette. Maybe I want to track whether I've spent some decent time in the fresh air, so we do a little tree. And maybe I want to track whether I've read my book. So that's our habit tracker all finished for the week. Now some people make a habit tracker for the whole month all at one go, but I prefer to have it sort of week by week. I find the whole month a little bit daunting. So now let's finish off all of these black lines again. So as you can see, I made a mistake there as well, drawing it in two goes. I want it to be running level with the box above. there we are. Now that's all of the functional elements of the spread drawn out and finished, which is great. So now we move on to the fun stuff, which is to add all of the colour, all of the artistic elements, and then of course finally to fill in all of the actual details. Now filling in the fun stuff really depends on whether you've got a monthly theme or not. You could just kind of go with the flow and do whatever you like, or as I'm trying to do, you can keep it in sync with the rest of your spreads with the rest of the month. So my July theme is summer picnics, so I'm just going to come up with some little illustrations. I'm going to pull some stickers and some washi tapes that fit with that theme, and I'm going to see what we can come up with around the edges. I also need to do a title here so that we know exactly what month we're in. I think I'm going to use these two washi tapes as my main tapes for my spread. So this one here is a lemon based one, lovely and summery, reminds me of Italy. I went on holiday there last month. And this one here is from my own shop, and it's my trusty strawberry and gingham tape. Basically my entire monthly theme was based off this washi tape. So let's see what we can do with those. So just to talk you through my plan for the title, I'm going to be using this gingham background to paint in the background for the letters, and then I'm going to paint these little flowers just to make it look super summery. I'm obsessed with blue gingham. My whole wardrobe is basically just blue gingham. So yeah, we're gonna see it a lot in my journal at the minute. I have these stickers from My Mellow Days, which are just so beautiful. I love this basket one with the books in and these little teacups, so I'm going to include these in my spread this week. How adorable is that? I said I was going to use this lemon one, but I'm actually not sure that I need it. I might just use my strawberry gingham one. So I've just referred back to my reference pictures for my cover page for July to give me some ideas of what I might want to draw in here. So I think I'm probably going to draw a lovely sourdough baguette with a little pot of jam. Cool, so I've basically drawn out all the elements here of a little picnic. Well, I've got a butter dish, a baguette, and a little pot of strawberry jam. So I'm going to paint those and start adding in the colours for the rest of the spread. Great, now I'm going to use my black pen to outline a lot of things just to add a bit more clarity. There we are, that's pretty much finished now. I'm just going to see if I can fill in a few little more gaps with maybe a couple more stickers, and then we'll fill in all of the details for the week. As it's pretty much the end of the week now, I can fill most of this in and try and remember all the things that I did. Cool, I'm just going to refer back to my monthly schedule so that I can fill in the rest of the week. And there she is, all finished. Hope you enjoyed seeing how I put that together. I'll do some close-up shots in a second. I've already filmed an hour and 22 minutes worth of content, so I'm probably not going to share another weekly spread this week, but you can look out for my next weekly spread on my Instagram pages, and I'll try and film some of the process and create a reel out of that as well. But that's it for this week's studio vlog. I hope that you enjoyed watching me create this, and let me know what you think in the comments. Have a lovely week.